Hi, if you're watching this video, it's likely that we're just about to start working together or already have started working together. And there's a couple of things that we need to take care of. First and foremost, getting pre-approved if you're taking a mortgage, if you're financing the property. That's a very important first step. Two main reasons. Number one, you want to know what your budget is. You want to make sure you're looking at the right properties and not looking at properties that are out of your budget, either too high or too low, and the right type of budget for the type of financing you're doing. In another video, I'll discuss some of the various differences in financing, but I recommend dealing with a very highly qualified loan officer. I always recommend local people as opposed to out-of-state online banks, people that are going to put your best interest first, not their companies. Two reasons to get pre-approved. As I said, number one, know your budget. Number two, if you're going to want to make an offer on something, you're going to need that in place. And in many cases with today's inventory, you're not going to have time to go shop that around or wait a couple days while that person gets that together. You can very likely lose a property to that. And I often say if you're going to lose a property, lose it because somebody was willing to pay more for it than you, not because you had a loan person, a banker, that could not get you what you need in time. So very important. Get that in place. Get your pre-approval ready so you know you're ready to make a move and that you're not going to have a problem with that. The second is accordance with Connecticut state law. And if we're going to go look at properties, any properties that aren't represented by my company, Berkshire Hathaway, I have to ask you to sign a buyer representation agreement. It's something that's required by state law. It establishes me as your realtor working in your best interest. We usually make those for about 6 months, but we can alter them. It will cover a specific time and a specific geographic area. Usually New Haven County is where I work. And what that means is for that period of time, any properties that you want to see, you want to have any questions on, or you want to make an offer on, have to go through me or a representative of my company. My job is I am legally bound to you as a fiduciary, and that's the same thing a doctor or a lawyer is in terms of your privacy, your confidentiality. Anything I learn about you, personal, confidential, financial, I have to keep all confidential for the rest of my life, essentially. So my job is to work in your best interest. It does not obligate you to buy a house, but just means that for your period of time, you have to work with me. I have to ask you to commit to that if you're going to want to work with me. I can't show you properties without it. I would be in violation of state law. So hopefully you understand that. Also, I want to get you set up on a search directly from the MLS, our multiple listing service. That's the portal by which all consumer sites are fed. Zillow, Trulia, Realtor, Homes, Yahoo, AOL, anything you might look at. Homes are entered into our MLS by realtors and then are fed out from there. The difference directly from the MLS is you'll get the information in real time, the same as I would. New listings, the moment they come on the market, if it fits the parameters we set up, it comes directly to you. Same thing with price reductions. And again, in today's market with the kind of inventory situation we have, that information will become very important. From there, you'll look at them, and then we'll go look at properties. And sometimes we have to look at a lot, sometimes we have to look at a few. But as I always encourage my clients, look at things you can change, things you can't change, where do you want to live, and ultimately where you're going to be happy. So that's how we get the process going, and it could be a very short process sometimes. It could be a very long process looking at properties until ultimately you find the right one. And that's what's very important, is finding the right property. This is not something you're going to return in a short period of time or just go buy another. You're going to be there a long time. It's a big picture decision. So that will get you on the path. Any questions? Please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.